DeMarvin, Coach Jimbo was just talking about how physical their offensive line was and how much they really like to run the football. In your mind, does it matter whether you're going against a team that either A, really likes to run it or is basically a passing team? Does it matter in terms of, what your preparation is for that week?
No, sir, not one bit. No matter the offense being a running or a passing team, it doesn't matter. We all just get together and we're just gonna be prepared for Saturday.
What was the Saturday practice like this last week when you guys were supposed to be playing a football game?
We were running. We were working on our craft, just building our chemistry more.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll go to Brenton Zwerman from the Houston Chronicle.
DeMarvin, Jimbo, Coach Fisher has talked about how he loves your passion for the game. When you're growing, where does that come from? Where does that stem from in terms of just kind of your passion and love for the game? He says you're a guy who loves to not just play games but practice as well and things like that.
Yes, sir. All my life, football has been like that thing that just brings me complete comfort. It's my way of living. It's basically what I live for, honestly. I love the ins and the outs, the hard times, the good times. I just love the game of it and the purpose that's behind it.
So what was it at its root that makes you love it so much? When you're a kid and you said this is the game for me.
Well, as a kid, I had a hard time like trying to find like what I liked the most at first, and then like I ran into football, and it just everything for me just came together.
About how old were you then?
4. I was 4 when I first started playing football. Started off as a center.
And that was pretty much no other sport from then out.
I love basketball. I love every sport actually. I played everything as well, but it's just football just stuck out to me, and it's just been my bread and butter since I've been little.
Okay, rumor it has it that you can do a backflip. Is that true?
That is very true, but the knees just sometimes don't want to go with it.
Okay, where did you first learn to do a backflip, and how many times did you do it in the past? It sounds like you don't do it much anymore, but
When I was little, I used to do a lot of crazy stuff, including parkour. So I used to go jumping, climbing, doing backflips off walls and everything with my family members, and yeah, that kind of just stuck with me.
that's a pretty good acrobatic trait to have in a defensive lineman, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go to Travis Brown from the Bryan College Station Eagle, and then Tyler.
When you go up against the offensive line this year, and they've shown so much improvement, do you think of that is what Kenyon Green's able to do in the off season, and what do you kind of see from him and his development?
I've seen Kenyon Green grow. I've seen our whole offensive line grow, and just their chemistry you can tell has developed in a very unique way. For them to be able to just run the ball and just have the chemistry when it came to the blocks and knowing where they need to be, knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses, and just and prospering each other to become better is very crazy, and it amazes me every day. And Kenyon Green, man, sheesh. That dude there, he's hard to get past. He really is. He's definitely a monster, and definitely is very destructive when it comes to helping with the combo block and just blocking somebody by himself.
Thanks.
All right, next up is Tyler Shaw from KBTX, and then Justin Wood.
And DeMarvin, kind of going off that, when you go against this offensive line in practice, how do they compare to, maybe other offensive lines around the league?
We practice every single day like it's a game, honestly. So when we go good on good, it's like a full game. So that's how the game. That's how we get prepared for the games. We practice like it's a game. We prepare, and we stick to our keys, and we try to make each other better.
Would you say their, A&M's offensive line is the best one you faced this year?
I would say that A&M's our offensive line is definitely one of the best offensive lines in this country.
All right, let's move to Justin Woodard from KAGS, and we'll wrap it up with Zach Taylor.
DeMarvin, what's the mindset of this team with one game to go, and you're sitting there at number 5 in the nation?
To finish, to keep doing what we keep doing, to keep pushing, to keep climbing, to keep stepping, going over those stepping stones, and just figure out who we want to be, how great we want to be.
You deserve a spot in the playoff?
No comment.
All right. On a more serious note, then, how do you get back? How would you rate your performance, not you personally, but the defensive performance against Auburn? And how do you get back to more dominating fashion? Because I think you would be fair to say you kind of didn't play up to your standards, right?
I would say that Auburn offense did a fantastic job that whole entire game. And going into the game, we had a mindset that we shouldn't exactly have had, but we fixed it. We got it corrected this past week, and we're ready to go.
Okay, let's go to Zach Taylor from WTIW, and then a quick question from Travis Brown.
Yeah, DeMarvin, Jimbo's talked about your love for practice and everything that goes in with getting prepared and for football. I realize that that's a year-round thing, but the fact that this season, has kind of stretched a lot longer than it typically would, or at least going over more months than it usually would. How do you keep everything fresh out on the practice field and getting ready for games?
Oh, just having energy. Just coming out with a smile on your face and getting ready to work, trying to get others involved, and it comes to energy. Energy is contagious. So when one person has it and it goes to another, it just keeps going to everybody.
Thanks.
All right, we'll wrap it up with Travis Brown from the Eagle.
All right, the thing that everybody wants to know, I think you were involved with the eyeball emoji pandemic last year. What was the story behind that?
Eyeballing emoji. I do not remember that one.
Where everyone was tweeting out eyeball emojis.
Oh, okay. I do remember that. Okay. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
what was the joke behind it, or what was the thought behind?
No comment again. Got to keep you on your toes.
Appreciate it.